I don't know. Yeah. Now it is. But start like so.
Lights go low, good vibes climb. Grab your gear, press start with me. Let's game through mystery and fantasy. Welcome to the bite zone. Neon dreams and pixels you call home. Ghost and quest, MMOs to go. RPG hearts in a retro glow. It's RetroPupperBytesx time. Lights go low, good vibes climb. Grab your gear, press start with me. Let's game through mystery and fantasy. Lights go low, good vibes climb. Grab your gear, press start with me. Let's game through mystery and fantasy.
Put it up there.
Keep working. Working now.
Oh. Fine. Alright, alright, alright. Yay, we got this. Got it. Alright, guys. Going to
I'd best leave her alone unless I've got something to ask.
okay, so which one do we get? We didn't get this yet. Balloon sing along.
A poster for some apparently it
I think we already talked to her.
nothing to say.
Okay. Hola,
A cylindrograph. It's for playing music on wax cylinders.
Let's hear the music this time.
This was the first song I learned in English, you know.
You don't say. How does it go?
All of the little maidens go strolling along. All of the little boys come to sing them a song. All of the little children
I turned off the
start
VOD.
dancing in line, and all of them have such a
Yes, I didn't publish it.
wonderful
Yeah.
time.
Non-published. I
Wonderful
hit that little thing
time.
that you showed me to hit yesterday.
Interesting.
Yes.
Her accent all but disappears when she sings. Miss Holder,
Yeah?
do you suspect that Miss Hitomi
Now
might
we can
be
hear Pierre.
keeping money
Pierre.
from you and your castmates?
What? No, never. Mr. Tommy would not do such a thing. Who has told you this? Was it Mrs. Davies?
Well, yes.
Pupper
I'm not
left.
surprised. I think
Liam,
of all of us,
welcome
she's
in.
easily the most dramatic.
You get some sounds for people. So Lamb, help me pick out what party pack I'm getting when I get the money. Yep.
I must say,
Yeah,
you've got a
it's party
beautiful
pack
singing
4.
voice.
Oh, I thank you.
I couldn't
CD
help but notice how
keys
clearly
has
your
them like
words
10
come out in
bucks.
song.
Yeah,
for,
you
like,
are not
some
the
of
first to
the
say this
smaller
to me.
packs,
I cannot
so.
explain it. It is just something
That
which
is what we're
happens.
going to get
Goodbye, Miss
first when I
Holder.
get the
Lovely to
money
speak with you.
in a little while. I don't remember what we did here. Let's look here. Now we got music right now because
What
I
a
got the
mess.
VODs
Most of
not
these seem to be
published,
show notes.
so people
Here's
on
a list of
YouTube can get
names.
the
Othello,
audio. We'll just do that
Carondelet,
from now on.
Assembling, Delphi. Wonder what
I
that
don't
means.
want to get any more crying from
It's
Twitch.
a poster for a musical
about
show called
copyrighted music.
Carondelet. It opened on June 2nd. Must be one of Miss Hitomi's previous shows.
Yeah.
A poster for The Mystery at Delphi. Opened on
Yeah.
November 6th.
I just like the VODs on because I want to get one of the purple hearts at some point. Yeah, I know, like, we'll find out what games have that
These
problem.
might be useful.
Yeah, I know.
All sorts of costumes, fake beards, and other theatrical accessories. A brass button.
Let's unfollow myself.
You're gonna follow yourself? Okay, yeah.
I
Poster
just
for The
clicked on
Mystery
follow
at
myself.
Delphi.
Oh,
Opened on
okay.
November 6th.
Okay. I mean, if you want to follow yourself. There's the purple, there's the silver, and then there's the black heart. I think it's, you gotta get so many watch hours from on your videos. And there's a lot. I don't unfollow yourself, Wolf.
Give me
Jeez.
the option to unfollow myself.
Like you got affiliate like 2 days ago?
I've heard it. Oh, okay. It almost made me unfollow you.
Hey, Danny?
Yes, Holly.
Oh, like I do anything on that channel. Oh, a lot. What was it? Let me look actually. And I'll tell you.
You don't-
No, it's not. It's I know it's more than that. Let me go to achievement. Actually, I mean, it would be nice to get all of them. But no. The purple one, there's purple, marble, and chrome. You need 5 million total hours watched on your channel. For the marble one is 50 million watch hours. And the chrome one is 250 million watch hours. So those are gonna be, because right now, because short streamed, like, this is like his channel that he grew from years. So he's got 8,907.06 thousand watch hours right now. Yeah. And our average right now is 4.07. So yeah. I actually was helping one of my friends watching her VODs every night. I was going to bed.
What did you think of the show?
And I would just leave her
I'll
videos
put it
run
this way. If one of Jake's shows went
when I
that
would go to
way,
bed at
I'd be
night.
looking for another job.
When the heart things started.
You
don't-
fellas talking about anything interesting?
Dwayne's showing
Oh,
me
come
his
on.
stunt sword.
We don't need you to.
He's supposed to battle the dragon at the end of the play. I've tried
And
giving
we're
him a
not
few
timing
pointers,
out you.
but, it's not
can time out
going so
yourself.
great.
Talk to you later, Danny.
See you.
You can time out yourself. You're good.
Hey there.
But the music
Oh,
does make
hello.
it better. I think it's VODs only, but maybe like lives count too. I don't know. I think it's lives though. I mean VODs.
What do you think of your fellow
Oh
troop
my
members?
gosh. I don't know what
Some
I'm talking
days I
about
hate
right
them.
now.
Most days I love them. And any day.
But the
I would
music,
die
yeah,
for them.
really.
We're a strange little family, you know? Mr. Ellis and Miss Hitomi are
I mean,
our squabbling ma and pa. Dear boy, you must make more
What?
time for yourself.
What's going on?
There are too few hours in the
Did
day
you
as it
log
is.
out?
Oh, leave the boy alone, Quentin.
What are you-
He can
whatever.
decide how
I
to
don't know what
spend
you're
his
doing.
time. And Miss Davies is our busybody aunt. Are you comfortable? Have you
Oh,
got everything
maybe?
you need? Is that costume too itchy?
So that would make Martina
Yeah, because I would
like your
be on
sister?
different like.
No.
What do you mean no?
Not quite.
That wouldn't work. It might work. I think we did.
Say, you're good at imitating other people.
But
Oh,
yeah, because it would
thanks.
be on different
It's always
devices.
been kind of a specialty of mine. Used to get me in a lot of trouble back home. So I only do it for laughs nowadays.
Are you sweet on Martina?
With all due respect, that's none of your concern, ma'am.
How did you end up on board with this crew?
I should do it
Oh,
on my. Well, no, because I can't
met
log
Miss
into my
Hitomi
other
and Mr.
channel.
Ellis back
Sorry,
east
because
when they
Google.
passed through my town in
Because
Appalachia.
I don't
Snuck
have
out of the house
permission to
see the
log
show.
into that account.
I went backstage after to ask if I could audition to join. Miss Hitomi
Even though
said
I put
no. So
my
after
one-
they packed up
my
for the night, I stowed away in
main
the wagon.
Google
Rode
account
halfway
to
the
it.
bush before they found me. That was when my real audition happened. Mr. Ellis spoke up for me. He said, "Now, Katie, my dear, you would be a bloody fool to
Wonder how
leave the
much
lad
Lamplight
behind after a
City
performance
is.
like
I'll have to
that."
check prices on that. I found out CD Keys has some of the point-click games I want for like a couple of cents. I mean, at least they're trying to be
How did you know you
protective,
wanted to
which
act?
is good.
I always liked listening to other
because,
people.
you know, you
hearing
need
how
a
they
good
talked. Used to practice in
protection.
front of a mirror and try to imitate
What?
them. Sometimes I'd dress up to get the look
Talking
just
about
right.
you and
Ma didn't like
bro
that
with
much.
your whatever.
I've heard a rumor that Miss Hitomi
Where-
might be
what
keeping
are
some
they?
extra
Show me.
funds.
What?
Know anything about that?
Oh, sure,
I don't
I've heard
know.
that rumor too, but I don't much believe
Um,
it. Miss Hitomi takes good care of us.
I
She'd
just
never cheat us out
do
of our
search point and
earnings.
click games on CD Keys.
Yeah.
I think it's like the detective pixel ones. I think we're like $1 something. One was like 96 cents.
What were you doing before joining this troop?
Working on my parents' farm. It was a rough
But
life.
CD Keys does like
Wasn't much to my liking.
sales all the
No
time.
glamour,
They
no
switch up on
surprise,
games.
No fun.
Nothing
no
newer
opportunity
though.
To meet anyone interesting.
But there's
And my
some
father was
older games that are really
very
good
strict.
to get to.
All he wanted was for
And
me
I
to
buy
marry
my
our
daughter
first daughter,
Roblox
so
money
I
on
would
there because
inherit
it's
his
way
land,
cheaper than buying
grow our
anywhere
family's
else too.
holdings. Eventually, I realized I would die if I stayed any longer. My soul would die anyway, so I
Because
left.
I bought her like $20 worth of Robux for like way cheaper.
What are you doing with that
Oh.
sword?
Practicing for the show, I didn't get to do my big fight scene with the dragon.
Yeah.
That sword seems to be giving you
Robux.
some
It's called
trouble.
Robux
Yeah,
for the money.
I'm having a tough time getting the hang of it.
Robux.
The balance on this thing is terrible, and I'm always afraid of breaking it. I never liked to work
She
with
likes to
prop
buy
weapons.
cosmetics and sometimes
But as long as we're doing
other
medieval
things,
romances,
like
guess I'm
VIPs for
stuck with this
certain-
sword.
Thanks. You can get back to your
certain
things.
things.
Thanks, ma'am.
Not robots. But she buys some very cute
I don't want to
cute stuff. Stop saying that. You're gonna get me confused.
Sorry, I'm kind of busy right now.
Wait, what? Oh, I can't. Wait, I could talk to some. I could talk to some people, but not.
one of your companions has decided
Yeah,
to
no
join us.
named
Harley
voice
Leger.
actors did
She
any
used to be
voice
a
acting in
performer
here.
of
Not
sorts
that
herself,
I
you know.
recognize.
You don't say. What sort?
I was a fighter. Not sure that
I
really
was
counts.
really
My dear,
torn.
if an audience paid
I
money
mean,
to
I
come
kind of
see
figured
you, that counts as performing in my
that
book. I'm Quentin
Jake
Ellis,
was
by
who
the
he
by.
is
Delighted to make
because
your
this part right
acquaintance.
here.
Likewise.
But I should have picked it up sooner because he wasn't figuring out stuff like with the bandits at the drinking hole and like getting him out of other situations. But
Quentin Ellis is Othello, premiering October 7th.
yeah, but still, I was like torn. It's like, why?
Mr. Ellis seems rather versatile.
This can't be the end. It's
Lots
like,
of notes and sketches of different costumes and disguises.
I don't know. Maybe the way I picked
Could
it
I have
out.
a moment,
I don't
Mr.
know.
Ellis?
Of course, my dear.
I don't know. I was
I
really
heard
like
a rumor that Mr.
starting to
Tony
like
might be
everybody. I mean, not
misappropriating
that
the
I
troop's
didn't before.
funds.
Poppycock, pure hearsay. I'll bet Faye put that poison in your mind. I have known Katie longer than anyone. She is many things,
Can't believe he
but
just
never a thief.
is a coward, man.
I'd like to know about
How
the
he
others
just
in your
led
crew.
Fishing
Danius.
for
What?
nasty gossip, are we? Unless you have a couple of glasses and a bottle or two of very good liquor stashed somewhere about your person, you won't be getting any of that from me. Truly, they are
maybe
good
there's a way I
people,
could
and
handle the
I
ambush
cherish
better.
every one of them. We rely on one another.
I just don't.
Granted,
I
we
don't
have
know.
our occasional
Because I feel
quarrels, but
like
what
if I
family
spoke up
doesn't? It's true that none of them
with
have
Harley
my
during the
training and
scene, it would
decades
just
of
made it
stage
worse.
experience. So naturally, they look
I just
to
let
me
others
for
talk.
guidance and mentorship.
Put the game audio down a bit. Like the music or like the game audio in general? Let me see if that's any better.
Just how long have you been a part of this troupe?
All of
Why,
it.
Since before its inception.
Turn down
That
all
is
of
to
it,
say,
geez.
Kate and I have known each other since well
Not
before
turning down
this
all of it.
incarnation of the troupe was formed.
Is it any
We
better?
met in Paris, you see, back in 27.
You should turn game down audio a bit.
Paris, you say? What was that like?
Ah, those were the days, wild and
Oh my God.
carefree. We found welcome from
You
a
said to
public
turn it
receptive
down.
to our more
Lamb!
experimental forays.
You should turn down
Nothing
game
like
audio.
the
So
audiences you find here, mind. Dusty farmers and unlettered
Wait,
cowpokes, a
quiet,
lot of them.
Barely hear it.
okay, he can barely hear it. You're having trouble hearing ya for it. He's having trouble hearing me.
Turn your mic up.
My mic is, if I turn up my mic anymore, I'm gonna be in the yellow.
You can barely hear the game audio.
Okay. Fine. Is this it's a
What
phone?
did you do before
Well, she
joining
can't turn
the
up
troupe?
her
I was
phone.
classically trained
Sure,
at the
it's
York
all the way-
Theatrical Academy. I performed all over England before decamping for the continent. When I
I'll
met
try
Katie,
not to
I was
talk when
touring
they're
Europe,
talking
playing
then.
before the crowned heads. Why, my performance as Othello received a standing ovation from Archduke Hubert of Austria.
What drew you to the stage?
Ah, the eternal question. What drew you
But yeah,
to
the
ring?
phone,
Money. Found out my tolerance for
Does
pain
have
was
it a little
higher than
better.
My tolerance for hunger.
I
see,
know,
an
you wanna
empty
hear me
belly is a
talking.
demanding muse indeed. For me, it was love of the art. I was born with it.
Appreciate the chat.
The pleasure was all mine, dear.
Hey, Jake.
Yeah, Harley?
How did you find the show?
Well, there's definitely room for improvement.
You seem quite at home among these performers.
Because he is a
Sure.
performer.
These are my kind of people. Old Quentin and I have been trading tales about life in showbiz. You ought to stick around and have a listen. You might learn something.
I'll just be on my way.
Yeah. So we can't give him his thing. We could give her thing. Alright, let's,
Not terrible as far as props go, but it could use some extra oomph. I bet Jake wishes his show's backdrop was half as realistic. Phil?
Harley?
What was your opinion of the performance?
It was not to my taste. However, with some improvements, it could be entertaining.
Alright, see you later.
Oh, let me talk to her now.
Miss Hitomi?
Yes?
When did you put this troupe together?
As it exists now?
I don't like the
Oh,
new
it's been
Bethel
about
scene.
5
I don't know,
years,
it just
I'd
seemed
say.
too creepy
That's
for
when
me.
Quentin and I came over to Vespuccia.
Have you performed yourself, or do you stay out of the spotlight?
Me? Oh no, I haven't been on stage since, well, since Paris. Quentin and I used to do a little magic show,
Okay.
if you can believe it.
No fooling?
It was a very long time ago. Not worth remembering, honestly.
What were you doing before starting this troupe?
I spent some time in London, then went traveling around Europe doing this and that. Until I met Quentin.
What do you think would make the show better?
God, where do I begin? Faye's in a black mood. Quentin thinks his character lacks depth.
I think there were probably more
Martina's
common back then, though.
unintelligible, and Dwayne's swordplay doesn't
It was
even
kind
rise
of
to the level of farce.
groups.
And naturally, theater's all about imagination.
Not that they're not common today, but
I fear we are asking rather
I think it was
too
more
much of
common
our
back
audience in that
then.
department. I'm this close to packing it all in.
Oh, we got an ad. We got an ad. So I still need to do, if I can get the stars, refugees, and the photos and the bones. If I don't get it this time, I'm gonna cry. So we're gonna wait. Because that's all that I have left. Because we did the post. We did the hunting. Except for the rabbits. Love you. We did Danny Memorial. I don't know how to do Jake and the Bandits the other way. Unless I don't look at the stuff at all. That makes sense. We did Nadine's Herbs, Firewood, The Deserter, Shrine. All we're missing is Refugee. That is it for that. No, Refugee and Stars. Identifying the stars. But yeah. Feels sad if we don't do the bone one though. Yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely so. So we got a minute and 20 something left. I was thinking for the rest that don't get ads, we could do like, I gotta figure out how to do that though. Like words on screen or something, do something like that. For the 3 minutes. I don't know how long those things take and I don't know how to set that up, so I'd have to look at that. Something just in between, like for the people who don't get ads. I'll have to look at that. Because I know a few streamers do it when they've got ads playing for everybody else, but their subscribers do other things. Instead of just everybody staring at the screen like they are now. Andor? Nobody is breaking your arm. No. Lamb, he wants you to break his arm. Alright. Yeah. I gotta figure out how to get that quiz thing added. He said, nuh-uh. He said, wolf, please. Alright, welcome back, guys.
I had a chat with Mrs. Davies. She seems to think her position's in jeopardy.
What? Why would she think that?
Are you saying you're not planning on letting her go?
Of course not, especially not so close to opening night. What a ridiculous notion! Honestly, I don't know where Faye gets these ideas.
She's an old lady.
What can we do to make your set and props better?
The best thing we've got is the dragon head, but it's not exactly intimidating, is it? Your friend over there said he might have an idea to make it better. Honestly, at this point, I'm all ears.
You don't think the swordplay is good enough?
Setting aside that our prop swords are as likely to crumble to bits or give the players paper cuts as they are to make it through a scene intact, it's just
I'd
not
like to
very
get back
convincing or
into
compelling.
doing the
Dwayne either needs to get more
Sherlock
depth of
Holmes, so we'll
handling,
definitely.
or we need to rethink the whole sword thing. Thank God
Well,
this
you're gonna have to
play
give it
doesn't
to
feature
me.
a real sword fighting duel, but it does need a big climax.
You have to give it
that
to me to
Hero
play.
slays the dragon. How are we supposed to do that without a sword?
Yeah, we'll have to put it on. No, I'm not gonna do it.
What's the problem with Martina?
Weren't you listening? She doesn't so much say her lines as chew on them.
So
and
yeah,
puff them
that
out.
the
She's a sweet girl.
Sherlock
And her
Holmes will
physical
have to play with
performance is outstanding. The things she
VODs
can do
off,
with
and
just
then
her eyes. I'm loath to cut
I know
her part
that
or take away the few
much.
lines she already has, but unless she finds some way to magically rid herself of that
I'm
blasted Teutonic accent,
why don't you
I
get
may
an
have
arm
to.
puller or something? Look.
What's wrong with Quentin's character?
Not a thing! Everyone loves to hate the evil wizard. He's a guaranteed crowd pleaser. But Quentin thinks the role lacks depth. That his talents as an actor, and they are considerable, are going to waste. And yes, perhaps he has a point, but for God's sake, this is not the Royal Arcadium! We performers have a saying. There are no small roles, only small-minded, puffed-up thespians who suppose that entertaining the common man is somehow beneath them. I love Quentin, really I do, but I've had it up to here with his carping and grousing. He doesn't listen to me, but you're welcome to try bringing him down to earth if you'd like.
I want to hear about your cast.
Oh, they all have their talents. They wouldn't be in my troupe otherwise. But I don't hold
Can't
with
wait
talking
to be
about people
able to
behind
get
their
me a
backs.
new chair.
Why don't you get to know them yourself?
Alright.
So long.
Take care.
I bet Jake wishes his show's backdrop.
I don't want to talk to
Phil?
Harley?
Had any ideas to make the show better?
Yes, I believe so. This dragon head is amusing, but with some pyrotechnics, it could really impress a crowd.
You want to make it breathe fire?
Ah, indeed. Far more effective, wouldn't you agree?
Definitely. But how do you intend to pull it off?
I can rig it up quite easily, but I need a fuel source.
Like the accelerant I gave you for your detonator.
Precisely.
Alright, see you later.
Oh yeah, I did blow up the one place, didn't I? Those poor people. Let's go take care of our buddy here. Actually, we gotta talk to him about it first, I forgot.
All right there.
Yep.
Hey there.
Oh, hello.
How do you feel about boxing?
I'd be happier doing any kind of unarmed fighting style, really. But how am I supposed to box a dragon?
With style and panache, that's how. It's all about confidence. And I have a feeling you'd look much more confident without that sword.
You don't think the audience would be confused?
It's your job to make them believe it. They
The
just
twig
want a
apple
good
be
show.
back as soon as I can.
I don't know.
I say,
We've never done
make
boxing.
sure she's more awake
I don't
before you
really know a
mention
lot
that
about it
other
before.
thing.
I used to do some boxing back in the day. Could show you some moves if you like.
Because
Heck,
I don't know
sure,
how that
why
would go.
not?
It's like,
And this whole sword thing clearly isn't working for me. But I'd rather not do it bare knuckle. Not really into the whole suffering for my art thing.
Right. I'll see what I can come up with. Thanks.
I have no
You can
idea.
get back to your training.
Yeah,
Thanks, ma'am.
I don't know what that is. Because some people, when they wake up, they don't like, what are you talking to me about? Alright, dude, take these.
I found some boxing gloves in Miss Atomi's trunk, if you want to practice sparring.
Oh, sure. That'd be great.
Danny, how'd you like to help out?
Sure.
Yeah.
First, First, your stance is all wrong. Stagger your feet, 1 foot in front, weight evenly balanced, knees slightly bent. Good. Now, show me what you can do. Not bad. Not bad. Try not to let your elbow flare out, Dwayne. Protect the ribs. I think you boys are getting the hang of it. Keep at it. Doing great. He's busy right now.
Great, let's go ask him about some stuff.
I've got nothing. Could I have a moment, Mr. Ellis?
Of course, my dear.
Is it true you used to have a magic act?
Why, yes, it is. Funny, I'd almost forgotten. Katie and I briefly tried our hand at stage magic. She was quite adept at sleight of hand, but in the end it wasn't our true métier. Too much meticulous planning and bulky, specialized equipment. No room for spontaneity and delight. No emotional connection. No, it wasn't for us. Now Katie uses the old magic trunk to store costumes.
Miss Hitomi said something about you being unhappy with your character.
Oh, don't get me started. The evil wizard is a stock villain, paper thin, a cipher. All I do is tromp on stage and glower at the audience. He wants to rule the kingdom and kidnaps the princess, all right, but why? What motivates him to do it? Drama comes from a rich depth of character, complexity, not caricature. I need something I can work with, something to sink my teeth into.
What if Jake and I came up with a better history for your character?
Do you think you could?
Sure. Harley's got the gift of writing, and I've been known to spin a yarn or two.
Very well. I must admit I'm curious to see what you come up with. Why does the wizard want to rule the kingdom?
He doesn't want to rule. He wants to save the kingdom.
Yeah, in his mind, he's the real hero.
Oh, intriguing. A subversion of our expectations. All right, but why does he kidnap the princess?
He's actually keeping her safe from the dragon.
Unexpected. I like it. And how does the dragon fit into all this?
The wizard wants to tame the dragon and harness its power to serve the kingdom.
Ah, I see. So truly he's just misunderstood. Yes, yes. Oh, this is a much more interesting and complex figure. The wizard is human, like any of us. He has his own needs and desires. He is conflicted. He strives to do the right thing, however that appears to him. He is the protagonist of his own story. This I can work with. Thank you.
Think nothing of it. Appreciate the chat.
The pleasure was all mine, dear.
And it's 76.
I've got nothing to ask him.
No, 7216. 7216, yeah, is the, they're still working. We helped her out. Now we need to open the trunk again. And the posters on the wall give you the answers, by the way. Unlike the other thing. 1848, what was 18... Yeah, I think it was because of the book or whatever.
A brass button. Mr. Ellis, maybe these...
7. 1 and...
Well, I'll be. Seems to be some kind of diary or ledger. Quite a bit of cash in here. So Miss Hitomi is skimming off the profits? Perhaps that book might shed some light on things. I'd better take a look at this.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna go look at something. Hey.
Miss Hitomi.
Yes?
So long.
Take care.
With Martha? We already did Martha's thing though. We fixed Martha, did we not? Yeah, we fixed Martha. I'm confused.
Huh. It seems Miss Hitomi's keeping the extra money to invest in the show. She calls it a rainy day fund, and she has a separate space for emergency salary reserve. So Mrs. Davies was wrong. I ought to show her this. Maybe it'll calm her down.
Actually, let me go talk to her real quick. See if it changes. Because supposedly you can help her too. You don't need to?
Miss Hitomi.
Yes?
No, I guess
So
not.
long.
Take care.
I don't know. I don't think that walkthrough knew what I was talking about. More than likely. Alright, let's show her the book.
I found this ledger in Miss Hitomi's trunk, along with some cash.
So I was right. This is exactly the proof I was looking for.
It's not quite what you think. Look at the entries.
Rainy Day Fund. Emergency Salary Reserve. She
Yeah, me
isn't
too.
keeping this for herself.
She's setting it aside to help you all.
Oh dear, how embarrassing. What a fool I've been.
We all make mistakes. So now that you know your position is safe, will you get on stage and perform?
Yes, of course. Thank you for clearing up this misunderstanding.
Yeah,
I really do appreciate it.
your misunderstanding. Oh no, take your
I don't think
drugs.
she'll be needing this anymore.
Her bugginess. Can we put that back? No, it's not gonna let me.
Miss Holder?
Yeah?
Say, I've just had a crazy idea. Rather than speaking your lines, why not sing them?
Sing them? That is an interesting thought, but would it not be strange?
Strange.
I
Haven't you ever
said
heard of opera?
no.
But if only I am singing and no one else?
It's a little unorthodox, sure, but isn't that what art is all about? Being expressive, doing the unexpected. I think it will really bring some emotion to the role.
No.
It'll be like your character is too pure to just say
There goes
words.
the
feeling is so strong she has to sing them.
no.
Yeah, I think I see what you are
bathroom.
saying. Very well. I will try
Running.
this next time.
Goodbye, Miss Holder.
Lovely to be speaking with you.
If it keeps running. Very good. Alright, so I think we got everything. You're very welcome.
Here, how about this for some fuel?
Yes, this will work. Excuse me. I must go backstage and set up the prop.
See how far we can get into this. Tell her we're ready.
Miss Hitomi?
Yes?
I think you can try a second rehearsal now.
Really? You sure?
Positive. Let's get this show going.
What?
Oh. Weird, huh?
Yeah.
Once upon a time, in
Yeah.
a faraway land, there lived a beautiful and charming princess.
How I love my land. The people are kind, the water fresh, and the day sunny and bright.
The princess was loved and admired by everyone in the land, except one. An evil
Me
wizard
too.
coveted the kingdom and kidnapped the princess,
Nice.
intending to marry her and gain the
I'm
throne.
streaming.
Hark! You may think me evil, but wait until you discover my true intentions.
To ensure she could not escape, He summoned a terrifying dragon to guard her.
All the time. Yes, my shoulder. No, I don't have a hurt there.
Yeah, Paul, there's something. Don't do that with your mic, please. That's
All was
not a good
not
idea.
lost.
Yeah.
For a young hero rose to the challenge.
I shall battle the dragon and
not
save
broken
the
now.
princess. That is, if my dear mother lets me.
My dearest
Love you.
boy, proud as I am.
First going to bed, guys. Say goodnight.
I worry so for your safety.
Fear not, mother, for I shall return victorious from battle.
Oh, you want to talk? Well, I wanted to,
And so
you
the
know,
brave
to add
lad
you
rode
into
to
the
the
little
castle
mix here,
and
you know?
confronted the mighty dragon.
There's only Lamb there.
Foul beast!
Well, Lamb went to go
Your
get
end is
apple.
nigh!
Yeah, applesauce.
With the dragon defeated,
What are you
our
going
brave
on
hero
about?
rescued the princess and vanquished the wizard.
Yeah, look at that spider. You better go get it. Yeah, big spider.
Curses! My plans have been foiled.
Oh, my brave son has returned.
Ah, your highness. I am smitten by your beauty. Will you marry me?
Yes, yes, gladly will I marry you.
And they lived
Nope.
happily ever after.
Well, I mean, go commune with it and tell it to leave me alone.
Well, at least we made it through to the end that time. Your fixes made a big difference. It's given me a lot to consider. Quentin has offered to do some rewrites. I'm sure he'll get us in good shape by next week.
Glad to be of service.
I'm curious to know how it all turns out. Send me a note at the
Oh, ice cream
RoseWater
bar.
post after you premiere.
Gladly.
Which one?
We should be on our way. Miss Johnson
New
has
ones.
surely awoken from her nap by now.
True enough.
Which
Break
new
a leg
ones?
next week, Miss Hitomi.
Thank you.
Oh yeah,
Safe
it's pineapple and coconut together. It's those ones you were talking about in the commercial.
We did what we could for Miss Hitomi and her folk.
It's the pineapple.
Lime and the coconut.
The pineapple, whatever. Or not the whatever.
In the end,
whatever.
they formed a strange kind of family, and they seem determined
I'm
to keep on
trying to-
going. We've kept on going too. The oppressive, arid heat is beginning to
Yeah.
give way to fresh breezes and forested slopes as we leave the desert scrub behind and cross into the mountains. Onward and upward.
Let's see where we're going now. Hold on, I gotta get rid of something here, guys. Done with the troop thing as one of our main scenes. See, what is it gonna give us now? Hoping
Bill's
something.
music has livened up the journey some. Nadine carved this for me after telling me that story about the coyote. It's an autographed paratype of the Queen's Mid-Atlantic Players. Miss Hitomi gave it to us before we left. Hey, Jake?
Yeah, Harley?
In your professional opinion, do you think Miss Hitomi's show has what it takes to succeed?
There's so
Oh,
many
sure.
just
We really
similar
dazzled it up
parts
for
from
her.
that.
If it ain't a hit, I'll eat my hat.
I guess you're eating your hat then, I guess.
I appreciate the chat.
Anytime, Harley.
Hey, Danny, let's talk.
Sure.
Think Miss Hitomi's show will be a success?
I sure hope so. It still needed some
Because
work.
there's multiple ways
think
to
we
do
helped out
it.
a lot.
Chapter 2. Or Act 2. That's why it's long.
It cannot be.
What are you doing now, man?
What's going on?
Not sure, but we're slowing down. Must be something important if he convinced Miss Johnson to stop. I'll go have a look.
I think this might be Refuge.
Care to explain what's going on?
Yeah, we're doing a Refuge.
I know these people. They are from Jicotea.
All the way out here?
Yes. I thought they might head for the border, as I did. I am relieved to see they made it.
General Marquez? ¿Qué haces aquí?
Antonio, it is good to see you are well.
I would not say I am well, General.
This is my companion, Harley Leger.
Has the General recruited you to his cause then?
Not really, no. But you said you're not well? May I ask why?
That is considerate of you. It is good knowing that someone cares about our fate. General?
What are you talking about, Antonio?
You came to our village with your talk of revolution and freedom. You are very persuasive, General. Your words moved people and put many innocent lives in harm's way. No sooner had you arrived than the army came to rain fire upon us. Surely you knew what would happen.
I expected some response, of course. But who could anticipate that those Spanish dogs would behave like such inhuman monsters? But I also believed that the people would resist. And resist they did.
You gave us no choice. We were forced to defend ourselves. But you never allowed us to decide if we wanted to join your fight.
I did not consider that.
It is only by God's grace that some of us managed to escape. Jicotea, our home, is gone. Those who survived made our way here to this strange country.
Where is Lieutenant Morales? I ordered him to lead a civilian evacuation as escort. Did he not conduct you to safety?
Yes, he did. But I do not think it would be a good idea for you to see him. In fact, it would be best if you just go now. We do not need any more of your revolution here, General.
These people clearly need help. Maybe we can do something for them?
Like what?
Let's poke around. Something might come to us. Seems to be a newspaper from a nearby town.
Needham's News Circular. Felton Sawmill nears completion, seeks workers. Since his purchase the past spring of half a league of lands east of the township of Shivering Pines, including a parcel adjoining Camp Felton and the fast-flowing waters of Kill Creek, Mr. Edgar Felton has been engaged in building a new sawmill succeeding the one previously he built about 3 miles to the south before a flash flood washed it all away in the summer of last year. Not one being done by the whims and perverse tantrums of Mother Nature, Mr. Felton had preserved his designs and announced that a new Felton sawmill will commence operation by the end of this year. This ought to come as welcome news to diverse loggers and foresters of Shivering Pines who though those namesake woods abound with good transport, their product to distant experiences or every way up north to Haverfield, using into the lumber. Yet they should not rejoice prematurely, for before the mill can begin to contribute to the local industry, remains the obstacle of populating it with workers. Completion of at least 50 or 60 working men and women will be required to bring the mill up to full operation capacity. The service and needs needed to support such a robust workforce, since in the disappointment last summer when the first promised mill was away. Elton has become all but a ghost town as prospective laborers moved on in search of riper opportunities. Camp and new sawmill nearing completion, standing by to receive their furniture, future inhabitants, whoever they may be, as they are ready to work and willing to make a new home here in the Philistine wilderness. Do not sit in the dark. Light up your life with wax-dipped candles made at home. Do not wallow in obscurity, nor allow the candler to grow fat from your custom. With a little sweat of the brow, you can wholly supplement his services and make your own surfable candlesticks. Method for the wax. Any of the beeswax or candelia may be used. Over a strong flame, melt a good quantity of the substance in a sturdy melt pot. Welcome back. Take a length of twine or thick thread of cotton, flex, or hemp and dip it all but an inch into the melted wax. Merged for half a minute, then withdraw. Repeat until the wax lines upon the wick, and then thick coats fumes as back to the well-formed candle. Hang to dry. When darkness falls, burn your creation to chase the shadows away. Or wear your candler, for now you have become the master of his art. Okay. Rebels rouse, rebels rouse rabble. Raise ruckus. Scattered southern skirmishes their Spanish soldiers. 2 homesteaders on a dejoring plot of land, who each must suffer the musk of the other's livestock. Of creeping weeds, drifting gusts of smoke, and the muffled clutters and cries of domestic disharmony borne over the air from his neighbor, disrespective in any boundary markers or property line. Can our nation remain manic and unawares of the private troubles and effluent discharge of our neighbor to the south? Favored rebellion of certain new Spanish rustics against the British, thus of their sovereign king, may be accounted wholly internal matter for the citizens of the empire and her colony. The result has been a steady northward crossing of the would-be uprisers, refugees in the wake of their failed campaigns of resistance. The vagabond trains of these uprooted peasants have become a familiar sight in these parts, through our hills and valleys, bearing the remnants of their households upon their backs. It is not neighborly, then, for us Vespucians to take an interest in matters beyond our border. I wonder whether New Spain might yet reclaim her wayward citizens, the king refuge in our fields. Oh, citizens taking refuge in our fields, like a runaway child fleeing a Lotus father's heavy head. Well, the cries of revolution have quieted since the rebel General Marquez and the raising of the insolent Guti. Occasionally reports have surfaced to offer a small glimmer of hope for the cause. A fortnight ago, for instance, the armorer of the garrison of Verde is said to have suffered casualty when the considerable store of gunpowder kept there ignited at night. Careless mishap, or the work of insurgents still uncoded. Right?
Could I have a moment?
What do you want?
I'd like to hear more about you.
My name is Antonio Ruiz. Like my family for generations before me, I used to be a baker in our village, Quicotea, but everything changed when General Marquez came to us. Now my family is gone, and I am a refugee in a foreign land.
I'm so sorry.
Better to be alive somewhere strange than dead at home.
How did you wind up in this camp?
Lieutenant Morales got us away from our village and helped us across the border. We decided to head west, out of the desert. 3 weeks ago, we found this abandoned church and set up our camp. It has not been easy. We have sick and injured, and we have already lost some along the way. We cannot stay here forever. We need to find a more permanent home.
We'd like to see Lieutenant Morales.
As I said before, that is not a good idea. Lieutenant Morales has been through enough already. I do not want to torment him further by allowing General Marquez an audience.
Thank you, sir.
Adios, señorita.
Not a bad place to seek shelter, though the building's clearly been abandoned for quite some time. It keeps the chill of the forest at bay. The pot hanging above it is empty.
Hey, Haunted, welcome in.
Looks like they've set up a lantern. The candle needs replacing. It's almost completely melted. There's quite a few people. Doesn't look like they've been camped here very long. There's quite a few... There's quite a few people. Doesn't look like they've been...
No. Oh. Whatever.
Camped here very long.
Yeah, we heard you.
General Marquez, no puede ser.
Isabel, I am glad to see you.
What are you doing here? And who is this?
This is my companion, Harley Leger.
Don't tell me you've begun recruiting Vespuccians after abandoning your own people. Now you've got foreigners dancing to your tune?
We're doing all right.
Isabel, you are not being fair.
You dare talk to me about fairness? Fairness would be seeing you executed for cowardice.
What?
After drawing the army into a battle, you fled, leaving us to be massacred.
I did no such thing.
You should have stayed and fought with us, first into battle and last to retreat. Instead, you withdrew as Ikotea crumbled. How do you expect to achieve victory if you do not stay to claim it?
No, I hope you're not getting sick.
It was only the brave leadership of Lieutenant Morales that kept us alive. Now, we are stuck here, unable to return and take back what's rightfully ours. I don't want to speak about this anymore. Leave me in peace, General.
Ma'am?
What is it?
Can you tell me about Antonio?
That poor old fool. He has completely given up. He thinks we should abandon our home, start over in Vespuccia, rather than return to the fight. The man I once knew would not just roll over and admit defeat.
Hey,
It is
bro.
sad to see how age has enfeebled him.
How did you come to shelter in this church?
After crossing into Vespuccia, we soon realized that we could not survive in the open desert. The forest proved just as dangerous. At last, we happened upon this abandoned church. It may not be much, but at least it has walls and a roof.
Yes.
Tell me more about yourself, Isabel.
Myself. What can I say? My life has been completely destroyed. I used to take care of my grandchildren, while my son and his wife worked their farm. Now, I am stuck in a strange country with no hope of return. And to complete my torment, the man responsible for it all turns up as if nothing happened.
Is your family here? Did they escape with you?
No. My son stood up to the Spanish tyrants and died defending his home. Last I saw his wife, she was fleeing with the children. I do not know where they went. Lieutenant Morales and his men ushered a group of us out. There was no time to gather anything or find our loved ones.
I'm so sorry.
As am I. Sorry I cannot return to punish those who robbed us of our freedom.
Would it be possible for us to speak with Lieutenant Morales?
That is out of the
Konnichiwa?
question.
We'll talk again later. It's been a long time since anyone used that altar. This shelf probably held many candles once, but there's only some old dried wax now. A glob of dried wax. Someone was careless with a candle. Phil?
Harley?
Who is this Lieutenant Morales you mentioned?
One of my bravest compadres.
Mm-hmm.
And a dear friend. I tasked him with leading the survivors of Ikotea North, across the border, if necessary. If he is here, I would very much like to speak with him.
Right. Carry on.
Doesn't want to speak to you, though.
The pews have seen better days. Some of them have been converted into makeshift beds. They've turned a pew over to serve as a table, and it seems the collection plate's been turned into a serving plate. Someone left their knife behind.
Get the freaking knife. Fine, don't get the knife.
It leads up to the loft, but I'm not risking my neck to see what's up there. Could I have a moment?
What do you want?
Tell me about Isabel.
Isabel is misguided. She believes we should return to Ikotea and fight. She refuses to see the truth. We're better off in Vespuccia. A revolution is a lost cause. Our own country would have us submit or die. All that is left to us is to start a new life here.
Thank you, sir.
Adios, señorita.
I talked to everybody. As far as I know.
Phil?
Harley?
Isabel and Antonio aren't too fond of you. Think we might be able to bury the hatchet?
Perhaps. I have been thinking about what might serve for a peace offering.
I'm listening.
These people have lost so much. They have not had the opportunity to properly mourn. I would like to present them with a candle of remembrance.
What's that?
A simple votive candle, lit to honor those who have passed. We just need to find or make one. I hope they might appreciate the gesture.
Could you tell me about that candle again?
It is a votive candle lit in remembrance of the dead. We need to find one, or make it.
Right. Carry on.
Okay.
Don't mind if I do. I'll just borrow this for a spell. I'll take some of this wax. This is stuck fast. No way I can just pull it off.
What in the heck is that?
Huh?
Cool. Oh.
Got it.
Yeah, I had to ask him, and I asked him the same
You
thing.
sound like him.
Oh, use it to cut part of the clothing line.
Hi.
Yes, you should. I thought I asked that.
Yep.
I asked that.
Maybe. But definitely. Okay. What I want to do with Game Master Twin. That's streaming.
Yeah.
Daily.
Just looked it up. It says seek medical attention right away. Because we were having trouble breathing. And it hurts to breathe. There's something serious going on. We need to be seen with that. I just thought you already had. That's why I didn't say
So
anything.
you gotta have an availability.
It's tied on really tight. Can't just rip it off.
Yeah, it's serious if, like you just said, it hurts enough to breathe. It's serious if it's that case.
So
I just thought you talked to your parents already about it.
you both can collab.
Now, got me now fucking worried, man.
That should be enough wax.
Let him know you're available.
How about that? Harley Legere, Chandler extraordinaire.
You got a weird.
So you need to do you set up with the
Yeah. You for sure need to.
Here.
So there should
I
be
made a
an
remembrance
underlining
candle for you.
cause.
Yes, this will work. Good. I can call everyone together for a vigil. A moment of peace is sorely needed. But there is one more thing. These people cannot stay here. They need a plan of action.
Seems like they've already got some ideas.
Yes, Antonio and Isabel are at odds, but there is merit in both of their positions. I do not know whose leadership would benefit this community more, although my influence is somewhat diminished. I feel that many might still be swayed if I were to lend my voice in support of one or the other. Who would you choose, were you in my position?
What are the arguments in favor of each? Walk me through it.
Well, Isabel's heart still burns with the spirits of the revolution. And she says that men feel the same. She would have them go back in defiance of a government so morally corrupt that it would send soldiers to massacre simple villagers.
What do you think would happen to them?
They would all be risking their lives, but they would also be sending a powerful message. The revolution lives. The people yearn to be free. We will not surrender to evil. Such a proclamation cannot be ignored. And when enough voices finally shout it all at once, it cannot be resisted.
And the points in Antonio's favor?
Antonio rightly says that the people of Jicotea did not ask for their village to become a fortress of the resistance. By my coming, I made it a target. They were swept up in something over which they had no control and no say. And they have already paid a steep price.
But surely there must have been some support for the revolution among the people, or you wouldn't have gone there in the first place.
Some, yes. Many were sympathetic to our aims, but had not yet been moved to action. We were trying to rally support. A brave man may offer up his life for a cause, but may he bravely offer up the lives of others.
It seems to me that if you make a decision one way or the other, you're as bad as that corrupt government you're trying to resist. You're fighting for freedom. So why not give them the freedom to choose for themselves? Antonio says the villagers just want peace. And Isabel says they're spoiling for a fight. Well, put it to a vote and find out.
There is much wisdom in what you say, but I do not know. What if such a question divides the people irreparably? Now is a time for unity of purpose, not further fracturing.
I think they'll need to work that out for themselves. But first, they've got to find out where everyone stands. Bureaucrats and dictators always think people are too stupid to make their own decisions, so they treat them like cattle. If you show the people you trust them with their own fates, I think they'll surprise you.
Mi amiga, the spirit of the revolution does indeed live in you. Thank you for helping me to see it. Gather the villagers and meet me in the church.
All right.
Amigos, thank you all for gathering to listen to my words. You all have suffered tremendously. I know you do not look favorably upon me, but I wish to offer my sincerest condolences and take a moment to remember the fallen. Whether or not they would have chosen this fight, it came to them unasked and claimed their lives. Eusebio Lopez, Gloria Hernandez, Abel Martinez. All martyrs of the revolution. Let us cherish their memory and ensure that their names are never forgotten. Now that we have honored the past, let us speak of the future. Speaking to Antonio and Isabel has made me realize that leaders should not make every decision. For us to truly be free, we must each be allowed to choose our destinies.
What are you saying, General?
When I came to Jicotea, I hoped you would all voluntarily take arms and fight. Many of you did, and for that I will always be grateful. But I did not realize that I was also forcing the battle upon you. In not giving you a choice, I became no better than our oppressors. For this, I am sorry. Isabel and Antonio have their own ideas for the future, but it is not my place to tell you who you should side with. That choice is and should always be in the hands of the people.
But General Marquez, if our group splits up even more...
Then you will know that those who remain beside you are there because they truly want to be, not because they feel they have to be. My friends, you may stay or you may return and fight, but no matter what you choose, you shall have the two most important things in the world: honor y libertad.
A rousing speech, General. I was hoping for something more decisive.
My decisiveness was what got you all here in the first place. I hope you can forgive me.
You are forgiven. Before you go, you were asking about Lieutenant Morales? I will take you to him if you wish.
Please.
Follow me.
When did this happen?
2 weeks ago. Some of the children were playing in the forest when they startled a mother bear with her cub. There is nothing more dangerous than a mother defending her brood. Lieutenant Morales got them to safety, but the beast mortally wounded him.
Brave to the last.
Indeed. He died a hero's death protecting the vulnerable.
May I have a moment? Lieutenant Morales, I promise your death will not be in vain. We will carry your name on our lips when we march to victory. Until we meet again, old friend. Come, Harley. Let us continue our journey. Adios, Isabel.
Adios, General.
Why don't you go on ahead? I'd like a minute to collect my thoughts.
Very well.
Sorry, I keep pausing a lot, guys.
Oh, good. You're back. We're low on food. If we want to eat tonight, we'll need to hunt for more. I'll let y'all decide what we're after. Round here, the fishing's pretty good. And there's plenty of rabbits and pheasants.
The photo or the other thing? I don't understand.
Easiest to catch and prepare.
I wouldn't be opposed to
I was
some
hoping the
pheasant.
photos
Danny makes
thing.
a mean stew.
Yeah, that sounds good.
What kind of fish are common around here?
Mostly salmon.
Ah, then fishing gets my vote.
Yes, I vote fishing as well.
And you, Leger?
I'll go with rabbits.
So we got a three-way tie. But we'll give Lisa Lou the deciding vote. What do you say, girl? Rabbit it is. Come on.
Alright, so we're doing the hunting.
Come on, Leger. You're
I
with
just
us.
don't know.
Rest of you, start setting up camp for this evening.
Okay, so we're gonna get rabbit. Am I shooting again? I don't know.
This is a good spot. I'll set up the snare. You go look for some bait.
Like what?
Queen Sarah's lace or wild carrot. Look for the puffy white flowers. Bring me at least 3.
Will do.
Okay. I don't think this is...
I don't think these are the flowers I'm looking for.
I know his name. But
Definitely not these.
heard it before and stuff.
She looks happy to be out stretching her legs.
Puffy white flowers. I think these are it.
A clump of puffy white flowers.
He'll want to.
Oh, wait. Oh, thanks for the lurk. Appreciate it. What is this? I think we have to look. Oh, there's a bunch right here. Think.
A ring of mushrooms.
Don't pick them up.
I'll send you.
This log's been here a while.
Yeah, I've got Resident Evil 2 remake. I gotta get
This should
around
be
to
enough
playing
bait the
that
snare.
at some point. Okay, thanks. Yes, keep us updated. For sure. You take it easy.
Here you go.
Thanks. Now let's keep our distance.
Okay.
And now we wait.
Will one rabbit feed us all?
We better be catching more than just one, or it'll be a lean supper.
Sounds like we got one.
Should have enough for a decent meal in no time. Not bad. We eat well tonight. What is it, girl?
A bear. We didn't bring her hunting rifle, I don't think.
Oh, shit.
Holy.
Quiet. Do exactly as I say. Back away, nice and slow.
What's that about making
Thank
yourself
the
as
Lord
tall
it
as a
ain't
bear?
mama bear, just a juvenile. Probably smelled the rabbits. Still plenty dangerous.
I'm backing away some more.
All right, I'm with you. Damn it, run! Good. You go on gobbling that up.
That was close.
We're lucky we didn't get tore to shreds.
I'm sorry, I panicked.
Next time, you listen to me. Understood?
Yes, Miss Johnson.
Now come on. You can have the honor of explaining why we're coming back empty-handed.
I thought we were supposed to back it. I don't understand.
The reason why is
Hope there was enough for everybody. I tried to make as much stew as I could.
Don't fret, Danny boy. A small taste's better than none at all. I tell you, getting to El Presidio will be worth it just to eat at a restaurant again.
We're lucky the Fortines left us some of their spare jerky at least.
Don't know if lucky is the word. So, I've been meaning to ask, what's everybody planning on doing with their share of Clark's stash?
Jake, is that something we should really be talking about?
Look, I ain't deaf. I've known about your little treasure hunt for a while. Far as I'm concerned, that's your business, and I want no part of it.
Yeah,
you paid me
exactly.
To get
I did
you
what
to El
exactly
Presidio,
she said
and
to do.
that's
Maybe
what
the
I'm
second
doing.
part I wasn't. I don't know.
Miss Johnson's been a valuable member of this group. I think we should cut her in.
You're kind, Legere, but I ain't interested. I was taught to earn an honest living, and that's what I intend to do.
Anyhow, the question stands.
I think I'd like to buy a new pair of six-shooters. Maybe a horse.
Wanted to
It'd be
do
nice
a
to travel
dinosaur
the
dig.
countryside, too.
Have we not been doing that?
Well, sure, but I meant for pleasure. What about you, Phil?
My share will go to the revolution, of course. With full coffers, we will more readily find willing allies. And, of course, I will send something to assist the refugees here in Vespuccia.
That's good of you, Phil. I think I'd like to open my own clinic.
Dr. Redbird, eh?
Well, no, I can't practice as a doctor without a medical license. But
Got ads. So I wanted to do the dinosaur dig because we're gonna help some archaeologists. I don't know how I could have got that path. There's also where you take photos. We're getting close to the end. We're not offered that. Oh, let me also offer this in chat, guys. For new people in the chat. Photos. And also, which one did we not do? We didn't do Lola's identifying the stars. So I don't know how to make those work. Unless you're supposed to talk to her sometimes. I have no idea. Maybe that's what you're supposed to do. But, so, maybe I need to use a better walkthrough next time. Convincing other people to switch over might be difficult.
Don't want to set it up and I might use it at the moment.
Yeah. Projects in that. I just really hope I gotta figure out how.
I love it.
Yeah, it's the TeamSpeak. Cause Short's not liking the ad stuff. Now they got sponsorship ads like the Sea of Thieves one, the minute and 30-second video I watched gave me like orbs for Discord to use. So, I mean, if they offer something like that that's not intrusive and in the way, sure. But if they want me to do like other things and like, yeah. But I'll still use it. But like I said, if it begins to be too intrusive, I might not have it up too much. Alright, welcome back, guys. Okay.
I could continue as an herbalist, or maybe a midwife.
So get your medical license.
I think it depends on how they add stuff in.
They're all practicing with some scrap of parchment they paid some fancy school for. You could just write in for one. You'd never have to attend a class or show your face.
Perhaps that's something to consider.
Oh
You
crap!
sure you
Where's
aren't
my other
interested in
scissors?
joining us, Miss Johnson? The extra money could let you stay in one place for a while.
An
Dang it.
interesting thought.
Realize I need that
I
other
don't
thing.
mind moving around, at least until I find something worth staying put for.
And certain things they have, and certain other things
What
they
about
don't.
you, Harley?
That's why I use different sites.
Maybe I'll put it away and start saving up for my own piece of land.
Will you build a house?
But the stuff that they do
Sure,
have
why
is not too bad.
Sounds nice. Never had a house before. And you, Jake?
Because I also use the one that has a little penguin on
you
it.
know, I
King
haven't really thought about it.
New or
But
something.
you
King
asked the
something.
question.
Sure, but
Because that's
I was
where I get
curious
my
about
World
you
of
folks.
Warcraft time.
Truth be told,
Because I can get 3
I
months
ain't
on
much
there
of a
for
hurry
about
this trip to end.
what normally
Well,
a month
that's awful sweet.
I'll lay off, will you?
costs. Which is not
All right,
bad.
folks, I'm turning in. See y'all in the morning.
So. Yeah, but they have some other stuff on there. Like some simulator games my sister streams is on there for an okay price. Oh wait, I'm talking to people.
How are you feeling, Phil?
Oh, well, I have had much to think about of late. Learning the fate of Lieutenant Morales and the refugees has left me uneasy. I ask myself whether we did the right thing. And what of the revolution? Or the mystery of the fort's Aurum shipments? I have yet to hear from Lieutenant General de la Vega regarding either. So many questions and so few answers.
Sounds like you really do have a lot on your mind.
Indeed.
But there are some games
Would you
on
like
one
to
in
join
there
me
that's
in
for like a
toast
few
to the
bucks.
fallen?
That I was gonna use CD keys as my games I was gonna give away every month.
Gladly.
But right now, since our situation where it is right now, I don't wanna
Salud.
have people excited about something and I can't follow through, you know, that would just be like not good.
I believe I will retire for the evening.
Because
Good
I mean,
night
they
to
have
you
some
all.
really good games on there. So,
I get sad, like, during
Glad to see you and Lisa Lou getting along so well.
She's a great pup. Suddenly the road feels a little less lonely. Ain't that right, girl?
Doing all right, Danny?
I think so, yeah.
oh yeah,
I'm feeling pretty tired. Think I'll hit the
definitely.
hay.
I used to use G2A, but then some sellers started to, take my money and not give me things, so. Yeah, when, after this,
okay, Nadine?
I probably
You
will do
seem
that.
lost in thought.
Oh, I was just contemplating what Miss Johnson
Because normally I
said
look at the
about
prices
making a
between
license.
1 and
I never
5
really
bucks.
thought about it before.
And
On one hand, it's exciting to think about all the possibilities, but it's also just as terrifying to consider.
but I
the
just kind of
unknown.
keep it like everything on the list, game genres and everything.
Well, I think Miss Johnson has a point. You should try for your license. Anyway, isn't
Yeah.
considering the unknown all part of being a doctor?
That's an interesting way of looking at it. I'll give it some more
Yeah.
thought. It seems I'm sleepier than I thought. I should get to
But
bed.
yeah, they have a lot. That and GOG has a lot of stuff too. But catching them when things are on sale.
browser.
Fair enough. Get some rest.
Good night, Harley.
How we're the only ones awake.
Who's
Looks like you and I are the last ones standing for a change.
Imagine that. You going to bed?
Guess so. You?
Not just yet. Time to get in my nightly walk.
All right. Enjoy yourself. See you in the morning.
Good night, Leger.
Maybe you
Come on,
can go out
girl.
and talk to her while she's driving? Even though she tells you not to? Oh, I guess we're doing the shrine again.
Morning. We ready to head out?
We should be once Lola returns. She said
Yeah, she says she's gonna go up the road away.
she was going to go scout down the road a ways.
That was a while ago. Maybe we should go check on her.
I gotta
I'll
figure...
go look for her.
I know,
You
I
sure?
probably need a better
Yeah.
walkthrough.
Be back in no time.
Because I wanted to do everything, but did I do something wrong? Is that why I'm not seeing everything?
The breakfast fire's still going.
This is gonna be, yep, shrine again.
Everything all right?
Oh, yeah. Just some damn vandals making trouble.
Yeah. But,
Is that stone thing a shrine of some sort?
Yes, it's a traveler shrine.
What's a traveler shrine?
Yeah, I
Custom
think
of
the
the
scenes are
road.
really weird,
Folks
too.
set them up for lots of reasons. Some think they bring luck. Others use them to pray to St. Christopher. Sometimes they have gifts or supplies you can use, provided you leave something for the next traveler.
We can't just leave the shrine like this. Can we fix it?
Yes, I think we can. Whoever did this probably just scattered everything around. We can search the area for what's missing.
What exactly are we looking for?
Well, the icon of St. Christopher, for one. See all that writing on the boulder
Yeah.
next to the
I
shrine?
haven't renovations about it
There
for a
was
while.
probably something people used to make those marks, but that's also gone. And the offering box is empty, so we should put something in before we go.
All right, let's get to work. It's covered in writing. Mostly place names, but a few messages here and there. What's all this writing mean?
Folk usually write the name of their destination on a nearby surface.
Hey, Miss Johnson?
What is it?
What sort of things do people usually leave as offerings?
Some useful supplies to help the next traveler in need. Ideally, something that won't attract animals, so not food. I'd suggest drinking water or candles or something along those lines.
What is St. Christopher the saint of?
Travelers, I guess. Also looks out for athletes and people with toothaches.
Next time I'm on my way to get a tooth pulled after a rough boxing match, I'll keep him in mind. We should get back to looking.
I agree.
The tree's covered in moss.
Yeah.
But,
Short's doing some work in the background, so you're
Pile
gonna
of
hear
dead
him.
leaves. Hey, a piece of chalk.
they can add all these
Yuck.
stuff.
What's that?
Probably a squirrel or chipmunk.
Window.
Nothing
Anybody
inside
can-
but dead leaves and
all
insects.
live.
What do you
That- I
suppose
thought was a really
felled
cool
this
picture.
log?
Probably a storm.
I never
No
mind hearing.
claw or
Well,
teeth
okay.
marks.
Well, good. Then
This is here's the other. How hard? They message you. The PB.
This bottle's still in. Interesting looking mushrooms.
Very interesting. Especially if you want to poison somebody.
well, we're not wanting to poison.
Watch out for the broken glass there.
People have no regard.
But yeah, that's your team's.
I was
What's
hoping
this?
she'd tell me about
Looks
the
like I found
stars and
St.
stuff.
Christopher.
Good.
I'm
Very easy
disappointed.
to use.
Like I said, next time I'll have to find a better walkthrough.
So there's- If you can add extension. You can add extension.
Keep
I
your
am
distance.
allergic
That's
to
poison
ivy. Believe it or not, if you're allergic to poison ivy, even it being like, you can even get it from the smell of it in the air, I found out.
Nice little pond.
Surprisingly.
A surprise.
Open.
Yeah. So, like, if it's
Hope you ain't thinking
not
of
even
drinking it.
touching it,
Something wrong?
you
That
can.
water's
I
stagnant.
would start
Unless
breaking
you
out
wanna
all
be
over the
running out
place.
both ends, you better boil it first.
Hey,
What is it?
No, darn it.
we should.
I agree.
I thought she would tell me about, like,
This must be St. Christopher. He's carrying a child through some water. A small piece.
Let's see if she'll.
Hey,
Okay, never mind.
I agree.
Never mind. Maybe I can ask her later? Oh.
I'm heading back to.
All right.
Or maybe, I don't know. Maybe I just didn't do it right. Maybe I
This
should have
shouldn't take
went
long.
through all the way one time through and then going from a last save. I don't know. I'm probably just confusing people how I'm doing it right now.
There, nice and
Like,
clean.
didn't she do this yesterday? Yeah, I did do it yesterday. I don't know. I probably should have
Someone left
executed it
some
differently.
oranges, but they've gone moldy. A makeshift alcove. Fine place for an icon. Looks like this is where the writing tool is supposed to go. That must be where the supplies go. There you are, St. Christopher. Back where you belong.
Actually, I want to ask her a question. Let's see if she'll answer my question.
Hey, Miss Johnson?
What is it?
We haven't had much chance to speak one-on-one. I'd like to know something about you.
This ain't the time to swap personal anecdotes. Let's focus.
We should get back.
I agree.
Hey.
What is?
We should.
I agree.
Okay. I'm wondering if you go to the, like, I don't know, front of the...
You said people write where they're going on here?
Yes. Or message or prayer to St. Christopher. Observing the tradition?
Yes. I think I'll ask St. Christopher to bring us luck. There.
I didn't know we could do that.
St. Christopher. That must...
Oh, I wonder if that...
There. Now the next thirsty traveler can have some clean drinking water.
That's why I use the walkthrough as well.
Right?
Because I don't want to
think
mess
that's everything.
anything.
Not quite.
Too much.
Luck and...
Leaving your own mark?
Yep.
Wherever. Please protect me and my family.
What do you mean by wherever?
Simple. I'm asking for safe passage to wherever I end up.
And where's that?
Damned if I know.
I'd like to get Sinking
Right now, the
City.
only way I'm going
That's
is
more... I like
forward.
the,
We all got our paths in this
was
life.
it Lovecraftian
I'm just
kind
trying
of
to forge
lore?
No, today you're not. That's what stuff is.
I get what you're saying. Not having anything to tie you down is nice, in a way.
Speaking from experience?
You could say that. I've never put down deep roots. I'd only been in RoseWater.
And they have
a day
Sinking
before we
City
started this
too,
trip. Before
from
that,
what
I
I've
lived in
read,
Pierre
but
a few years after
games
moving
like
from
that are going to
Brampton.
be
But I grew up in New Britannia.
Lamplight
a lot of city.
So you're one of them tough gals,
I do have
huh?
2 Lovecraft point-and-click games, actually, that I got off of GOG for 99 cents a piece, but they're very short, so I'd have to play both of them in one stream. Because from what I was reading, they're like an hour a piece.
Well, there was a time I boxed under the name Spitfire Harley.
Maybe I'm just
No
not
kidding.
picking the right
Guess
options
that
to get them to
explains a few
appear. I don't know.
We should head back to camp and get a move on. Sun's already
That's why I
higher
prefer
than I'd like.
written walkthroughs.
After you, Miss Johnson.
Call me Lola.
That way it's not visually spoiling it for me. Because if I see it in writing, it's not spoiling it for me. Because I'm not visually playing it. But, whatever. Where are we going to run into now? Gosh, don't tell me. Can we talk to her up here, I wonder?
Hey, Lola?
What is it?
Did fixing that shrine give you some kind of peace?
Not sure peace is the word for it, but I'm glad we did a good turn.
How's our newest traveling companion?
Lisa Lou's doing just fine. Likes the wind on her face.
You missed quite a performance from that theater troupe.
I was
I'll
never
have to
much
get
for
around to
watching
playing
shows.
it
Give me
at
a
some
good
point.
book and a crackling fire any day.
I need to keep voting on games over there.
Sure has been a journey so far, hasn't it?
Sure has. Enjoy it while it lasts. Once we get to the mountains, it's going to get a lot less smooth.
I'll let you get back to driving.
Good.
Hey, Danny, let's talk.
I wonder if the more if you
Sure.
talk to that one person, the more
Been quite a journey so
options
far,
you
don't you
get
think?
for that person to do stuff.
Jake and I travel around a lot, but
I wonder
it's
if that's
never
why.
as eventful as this.
So,
We're slowing down.
Oh, good. I was thinking we were about due for a stop.
I could use a walk.
There's a man standing by the side of the road.
Oh, come
Maybe
on.
we should see if he's all right.
Come on, man. I was hoping for, like,
Oh,
something
thank
else.
God you're here. I was starting to think no one would ever turn up.
the other downside.
How are we gonna do this one?
Get that.
What's the matter?
The post office has been overrun.
Let me guess. Rats?
Rats. Rats would be welcome friends compared to the evil in there.
Evil? What evil?
Yeah.
The deceiver. The father of lies.
So now that I know, and I think this game has replay value because there's things I'm missing that I know I'm not gonna get to
You're
see.
saying the devil is in your post office?
Yes, just like in that story. He lives in there.
Wonderful. Another maniac. Frontier's lousy with them.
Darn it.
Then again, maybe not.
I didn't hear it this time.
Hey, Lola?
What do you need?
What do you think's in the office?
Not the devil, that's for sure.
I mean, it's
Hey, Jake?
Yeah?
so good.
Do you believe this fellow? About it being the devil in there?
I don't doubt he believes it, but I also think the poor fella's got a wild imagination.
Yeah, I'd like to get that too, the Quest 3.
Hey, Danny?
Yes, Holly.
Any thoughts on what could be inside the post office?
I'm not gonna
Whatever
shoot
is,
it. I
sounds
don't,
scary.
just like
I
throwing
don't
the
think
rock at
it's
the coyote.
devil, though.
I'm not, or not, the coyote, the one thing. I don't want to do that. I didn't
Maybe,
want to do
yes?
that. It's an option, but
What's your take on all this?
I'm not sure, really. Obviously, it's nothing supernatural. I believe the explanation will be far more mundane.
so definitely don't want to shoot it. That's just
Phil?
Harley?
not what I want to do.
What do you think, Phil? Is that the devil in there?
If it is, I am not going to be the one to find out.
No, you don't even need it, thank God. Thank God.
Mr. Postman?
Yes? What is it?
Aren't we pretty far from civilization? Why have a post office here?
Oh, not at all. We're just outside the delivery area for Shivering Pines. 10 homesteads within a 2-mile radius.
Shiver Pines was in that
Mostly
note.
serves as a transfer and rest station for carriers like me. But next time they ask me to take this route, I'll tell them to go to hell. Because that's where they sent me.
That's what they sent me.
I'd like you to tell me exactly what led up to your current predicament, and give me every detail.
Very well. I arrived last night with a load of mail from Bly, up north, passed the night here and
Yeah.
spent the morning sorting and tidying, getting ready to continue on to the next station in Wolf Spring.
Yeah,
About
supposedly
midday,
quest
I
3 you
stepped
can
outside
rearrange your
to ready my
house
horse,
too
and I heard
and stuff.
the most awful noises
Like
coming from
virtually, of
inside.
course,
Sheila
not.
heard them too, and bolted off like a
Like
shot.
if you want to rearrange a
Saving her own
room, you
skin,
can do
I could
it
hardly
better
blame
on
her.
the quest
When I
3.
looked in, I beheld a most dreadful scene. Blood everywhere. Sounds of snarling and crunching bones. And his horrid shadow on the wall. Huge and horned.
So if you
I
go in
ran out
your,
here to pray for
like the
help.
room I'm
It
in,
ain't moved
instead
since.
of like taking everything out to see where I want to put it, I can make a virtual room on the quest 3 and move stuff around and figure out if it's better to move that stuff in that spot or not.
Put a lot of money.
What makes you think it's the devil and
I
not
definitely do
something
want
else?
to get the quest 3 for sure.
I can think of a few possibilities.
Go and have a look for yourself.
You know,
then.
I went to
You'll
get
not
Just
doubt
Dance
what
Now
you see it with your
VR.
own eyes.
They finally put Just Dance Now on VR.
What was that you
Yeah,
said
there's-
before about a story? That this was just like in some story?
Of course. You must know the famous
Yeah,
short story
it looks
by
really
H.W.
cool.
Montesquieu.
I have a few like
Ah.
workout
The
games
devil
on my
lives
VR.
in the
I
post
just
office. A most chilling
I haven't
tale.
really done anything, and I
used
found
to
a
think it was just one of Mr. Montesquieu's
a Just
celebrated
Dance
flights
Now
of
room
imagination.
in
Now,
VR
I
chat
suspect he must
that I
have
was doing
known
for a
something
while,
the
but
rest
they
of
got
us
it
didn't.
removed
Big fan of horror fiction, are you?
Well, you know, no
because
more than anyone else, I suppose.
somebody
Just something
had it up
while
without
away
permission.
The long hours on the road.
Isn't life horrific enough
Like in
on its
Nintendo,
own
you
without
know?
thinking up new imaginary ways for things to
Because
be awful?
Just Dance Now or Wii
The devil
games.
is very real, miss. He
No.
only like you to think otherwise.
Keep calm. I'm going to try and take care of this.
Yeah.
I'd be with you.
Yeah, I'd be weird,
Oh,
yeah.
this is weird. Is that, listen, the headset itself has stick.
Wanted, Gina Fuller, the demon.
It should come.
Wonder if Mr. Postman isn't just susceptible to the power of suggestion.
Look, if you
No.
look, it is.
What's this jug for?
It's my supply of drinking water.
Alright, well, let's go in.
Head keeps-
Then again.
Different.
This has got to be how that thing got in. Gruesome. I hope that's not human blood.
I can wait.
Make sure that it's coming.
This devil lives in every post office.
I don't know who that's
What
supposed to be
in
on the
the
wall,
ether?
but okay. Okay, I don't want to go over there to you.
Whoa, that's close enough.
I just wanted to look at
But it's
this.
not my job to organize those. This lantern seems to be what's casting that shadow.
Whatever is in there.
Sorry, Chad, I'm talking about.
He's awful jumpy. Best not disturb him unless
No,
I've got something to say.
apparently Lamb said they love hearing you in the background, so.
Hey, Lola?
What do you need?
You
Do
know,
you
it
have
just makes
anything
it
I
more,
can
you
use
know,
to deal
real,
with
you know?
whatever's in there?
I
Okay, so
might,
I'm gonna give you
if we
a
knew
fucking
exactly
cloud
what
instance.
was in there.
Over on the-
Nadine?
Yes?
Don't suppose you've got anything that might help?
Help with what precisely?
Good point. I should find out more about what
Yeah,
we're up
you
against.
should. Find out what's, good in there. Yay, it's Wolf.
Phil?
Harley?
Yeah.
Are you carrying
Upper
anything that
Wolf,
might be useful?
I left my holy water back in New Spain.
That is a separate.
I left
might
my
be
holy
something-
water.
Hey, Danny?
Yes, Holly.
Would you happen to have
That is
anything
so-
on you that could help the situation?
Just my pistols.
Paranormal.
They could be of use once you figure out what's in there,
Not
I
even
guess.
corporate.
Alright, let's talk and get his mirror from him.
Hey, Jake?
Yeah?
Got anything
How
on
big's
you that
become
might
so
help the
big?
situation?
Aside from my gun, you mean? Well, I got my pocket mirror, but I don't see how that can help.
Close.
I'll take that mirror for a spell if you don't mind.
Okay.
Let's take a-
Curious to see
Yeah,
what you do
it-
with it.
Yeah. Comes with controllers by default. A land. Alright, to... Ooh, that's a...
How about that? Seems our devil is just a hungry wildcat.
Yeah.
Hider bit. Okay, so it's not like it has it pop up in.
Oh, yeah, no.
Got some good news for you.
Plug into that one.
It's not the devil in there, it's a wildcat.
I knew it.
Jumped in through the window, looks like. Right now, he's having a fine time feasting on a fresh rabbit.
Oh. Are you certain? The devil takes many forms.
I'd stake my life on it.
So what do we do about it?
I'm open to suggestions.
Easiest thing to do would be to scare it off.
We did your
Fire a
scaring
warning
off
shot,
way.
that ought to spook it.
I'm not sure. It seems dangerous. I don't think I could lasso it safely.
I do have some firecrackers the trapper's son gave me. I could scare it off with those.
The poor creature's probably frightened to death.
It sure didn't seem that way.
Animals often act vicious to mask their fear.
Not that different to humans.
True enough.
Yeah. Alright. He's gonna probably say...
He's awful, Jump. Hey.
Yeah?
Oh.
Hey.
What do you...
Any tips for dealing with wildcats?
Yes. Stay away from them.
You can't just leave this one in there.
Reckon you're right. Like I said before, keep your distance. Avoid direct confrontation. Best bet is to scare it off.
Nothing to say. Hey.
Yes,
Phil?
Harley?
Let's see if you can spook that cat with some of your razzle-dazzle.
It would be my pleasure.
But don't hurt it.
Anda! Success! The beast jumped out the window.
What about that other noise?
I guess it's on fire again.
Damn it! The wildcat must have knocked over that oil lamp when it took off out of here.
Santa Maria! This is not good. We need to do something, and fast.
I need to think of...
Should we really be chatting now?
Okay. I was gonna try.
Someone give me a hand with this? That was a close one.
Yes, a bit too close.
What? What happened?
The inside of the office got a little singed, but we managed to put out the fire.
Oh, thank the Lord.
Funny, didn't see him in there with the bucket. Guess we should head back.
God bless you, folks.
It's
well... Know what we're gonna be dealing with now.
Hey, Lola?
What is it?
Just curious how you were doing.
I'm just dandy. Now get back inside, would you?
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably why we did all that stuff.
Hey, Jake.
Yeah.
Hell of a trip this has been so far.
Yeah, sure.
Now, Jake?
Sure has.
Yes.
Ought to give you
We
plenty
should.
to write about, huh?
I appreciate the chat.
Anytime, Harley.
So maybe... That's why? Because I
right there,
talked
Danny?
to... I guess it makes sense. But how do you know?
Watch Catastrophic.
Hey, Nadine.
Hello, Harley.
Say something. 1, 2.
I have to say, I've learned quite a bit about coyotes lately.
They are fascinating creatures, aren't they? I'm sure you can understand why there are so many stories and legends about them.
Keep doing
Think
what?
Miss Atomi's show will be a success?
I'd like to think so. We certainly left it better than when we found it.
This isn't it, man.
How have you been liking our journey so far? Nice change.
Like
of
just
scene
talking
for
to
you?
one person and not the
I've
rest of them?
seen and
I mean,
done
you still have
more
to
in the
talk to
past
2
few
people.
days than I have in my whole life.
I mean, like,
Leger, get up here, would you?
what now?
What's the matter?
Bridge is out. We'll need to take the detour north through the mountains. Hey, you there. What happened to the bridge?
Just fell down the other day, damnedest thing. Heard a big boom, and next thing I know, no bridge. You know, if I was you, I'd just turn right back around.
Oh, yeah? What's wrong with the detour?
That road's haunted or cursed or something. Nobody who goes that way ever comes back.
You can't be serious.
That's what the last person who came through here said. And wouldn't you know it, I ain't seen him since.
What is your question?
Can we keep going? I've had my fill of maniacs.
My
Out and talk to her after
sentiments
she told you
exactly.
leave if there would be any
I'm
different.
just trying to be helpful.
Yeah.
If
I
folks
mean, that's
take
why
that
there's
road
like
and
a
never come back,
replay
it
value.
means they made it where they were going. Now, if everyone who went that way did come back, then you'd know there was something wrong.
Huh. Never thought of it that way.
If you'll excuse us, we've wasted enough time.
What was that all about?
The bridge over the canyons collapsed, so we're taking a detour through the mountains.
Who was the old guy?
Just some nut. Tried to convince us the road was cursed.
You really do
So
need
Act
all
2
kinds
is-
out here, huh?
We seem to be blessed in that regard.
Santa Maria.
Yeah, we're
hell
doing.
was that?
Are you okay, Harley?
That alone.
Yeah, I'm fine. We'd better go see what happened.
How bad is it?
Bad.
don't know.
One of the front wheels caught a big hole in the road. Front axle's completely split. It's gonna take some time to fix. I suggest y'all find a good camping spot. We might be here a couple days.
Well, this is just fantastic.
There's specific movies that were movie.
Guess we should have listened to that old man after all.
Wouldn't surprise me if he dug that hole himself.
Hey,
Oh,
folks.
look.
Hold
It's
it there. Who the hell are you?
Easy
running.
now. I mean you no harm. My name is Jerome Hawkins. I come from the settlement just up the mountain. I saw your predicament. Came down to see if we could lend a hand.
Here come the
Watch, like,
creepers.
the new movie? Yeah, you can watch the new
Awfully
movies.
convenient, isn't it? We get warned about this road, and sure enough, we break down on it.
Yeah.
And then a friendly stranger just happens by to help.
The Lord works in mysterious ways, ma'am. I can assure you there is no
somebody send you this-
conspiracy here. Only
Is
charitable
it something that's in
concern.
the project?
Glad to hear
Vote
it. It's always been my policy not to look a gift horse in the mouth.
I can repair the axle. I just need time.
Oh, nonsense. We'll send somebody
this is
down to see to
horrible.
your wagon. In the meantime, I invite you to come up and be our guest for supper. We can offer you a safe and comfortable place
Lando
to rest
Chris
tonight.
Calrissian
Much
invites
appreciated,
you all to
Mr.
stay
Hawkins.
forever as prisoners of the
Wonderful.
cult.
Follow
Please do
me
not
then.
resist.
Greetings, friends. I hope you're well.
I might shaken up, but tolerable well otherwise.
I can only imagine. Brother Jerome said it looked like your wagon was in bad shape.
Nothing that can't be fixed.
Of course. But in the meantime, I invite you to stay with us here in New Bethel. I'm Joanna Taggart. On behalf of the brothers and sisters of the Second Dawn, I bid you welcome.
Thank you, Mrs. Taggart.
Please, call me Sister Joanna.
Are you a religious sister then, Sister Joanna?
We are all brothers and sisters in God here, none placed above any other, although I do provide spiritual counsel to the community here. We can get further acquainted tonight. We're preparing a welcoming feast in your honor. You may wander freely as you please, but as this is a place of peace, we ask only that you relinquish any weapons you carry. Brother Jerome will store them safely for you. Sister Bridget, could you please show our guests around and get them settled?
Yes, Sister Johanna.
I look forward to seeing you all at the feast. Brothers and sisters of the Second Dawn, may I introduce our honored guests. At this table, we have Miss Harley Legere and Mr. Jake Ackerman. With the Rangers, Mr. Danny Lowe and Mr. Phil Marquez. And with Sister Bridget, Miss Lola Johnson and Miss Nadine Redbird. Please join me now in prayer. O Lord, we give thanks for sending these fine people here for safety in their time of need, and for this food prepared by loving hands. We give thanks to you for blessing New Bethel by raising it up on this mountain, above the troubles of the world below. For as we know from Psalms, the mountains will bring peace to the people, and the little hills by righteousness. As we partake of this food, we pray for health and strength to carry on, and try to live as you would have us. This we ask in the name of God, our Heavenly Father. Amen.
Amen.
And now let us feast and celebrate the arrival of our new friends.
Yeah.
I truly hope you're enjoying the feast, Miss Legere.
I am. Thank you.
Allow me to present my husband, Captain Perry Cloud Smith.
Good to meet you.
Likewise.
I am so delighted that God saw fit to bring us together. Already you and your friends have given us so much joy.
I was wondering...
You must have many questions, I'm certain. But tonight is for celebration. Questions and their answers can wait until tomorrow.
Hey there.
Hello, Sister Harley. I'm Bridget Doran. I hope you're having a nice time.
I am. Thank you.
So where they got you staying?
Oh, she's with me and my son Patrick. We have an extra cot.
What about you?
I got the cabin up on the hill, nice and private.
It's so good to have you here. It's been ages since we had any new faces. It's so good.
Hello. I don't believe we've been properly introduced.
Oh, of course. Please forgive me. I'm Eliza Taggart.
Taggart? You're related to Joanna?
Yes, she's my mother. I wonder, could you tell me something about your friend with the guitar? I find him rather intriguing.
Oh, Phil's great. Always willing to have fun.
Ah, I thought so. I appreciate your honesty. Now if you'll excuse me. Enjoy yourself, Miss Legere. We don't often feast like this.
He's really having a good time. Quite the welcome we've been given.
These are good people. Very generous.
We're very happy to have you.
The Hawkins family has offered to let me stay with them. And Sister Sue Ellen is going to show me the communal garden in the morning.
Yes, you should come have a look as well.
Maybe I will.
We really are very fortunate to have found these people.
Enjoying yourselves, boys?
This place is incredible. Jerome was just telling me.
It's Brother Jerome, if you don't mind.
Oh, right. Brother Jerome was just telling me all about the Rangers and what they do.
And what do you do?
I'd be happy to show you both in the morning. We can go on patrol.
Sounds great.
Sure. We'll see.
May I have everyone's attention, please? What a feast we have had. What joyous celebration. Alas, the hour grows late, and we must retire. God bless you all. I shall see you all bright and early for our morning sermon.
Hey, we get to do this.
Legere, you in there? Get out here, now.
Leave me alone for a minute.
Not very comfortable. I hope we don't stick around here too long. Bridget and Patrick's beds.
Legere,
I heard you. Give me a break, lady. I'll look at all this before I leave. Your ties down.
This must be Patrick's. It's full of all sorts of wooden toys. Keeps the room warm. Winters here must get awful chilly, though. Bridget standing with a man. A handsome-looking man. Keeps the...
Right, out here.
What's going on?
We got a problem. I tried going down to see about fixing the wagon this morning, but the path's guarded.
Guarded? By who?
The boy, Patrick.
What's he have to guard against?
He just kept saying it was dangerous to go down alone. We gotta get down there somehow.
You want me to take care of him or something?
No, I want you to come with me to the wagon. We need to get one of the others to cause a distraction.
Right. But who?
I'll leave that for you to decide. Let's get moving.
Let's go in here first. Let's get that out of the way.
If you're showing Brother Denny the ropes today, I'll take morning patrol.
You be careful out there.
I always am, brother. Ah, good morning, Sister Harley. So nice to see you up.
Yeah, so
We
nice
missed
for
you at
you
this
to
morning's
be.
sermon.
We've had a long journey. It was nice to catch up on my sleep.
Of course. Well, there's always tomorrow.
Maybe, although I hope we're long gone by then. No offense, of course.
None taken. I'm sure you're eager to get back on the road, but I urge you to take some time and appreciate the little respites God gives us. May I share a story with you?
Go on.
When I was a girl, I lived with my parents in Bright Bay. My life, though happy enough, seemed to me quite dull. I dreamed of something more exciting. Unfortunately, my wish came true. One day, while my parents were away on business, the police raided the home of the woman who was caring for me. She ran and I was taken into custody. The police failed to locate my parents and sent me to an orphanage. Then I was off to a workhouse. Those long days of toil, the beatings, the meager food, the nightly chorus of children sobbing themselves to sleep. I longed for the quiet, ordinary life I had taken for granted.
I'm so sorry. But you found your parents again?
Eventually, after more than a year in the workhouse. Once I was back home, I did nothing but thank God for the respite he had given me. So you see, it's important to take advantage of the calmer moments, the ones you may consider dull. You never know quite how much you value them until they're gone. If you'll excuse me, I need to start my patrol. But please, make yourself at home. Help yourself to some tea. And don't worry about your wagon. Today is the Sabbath, but I'll put my best rangers to the task first thing tomorrow. Speak to you soon, Sister Harley.
The only reason why it depends on you.
It's full of what appears to be tea leaves. I've already... A strainer and teapot. Just need to add some tea leaves and hot water to brew a cup. The sun rising from behind a mountain. Must have some special meaning to these folks.
Maybe if I give them the tea before, now they
Sister
know.
Harley?
I don't know.
Not every computer's right.
What are your duties as a ranger?
Well, we hunt and provide for the community. Anything that requires leaving the safety of the settlement. My most important task is to help protect everybody. That means patrolling the woods and making sure nobody goes out alone.
So you're New Bethel's lawman?
Not quite. We don't enforce the rules. That falls to Sister Joanna. We're more like New Bethel's guardian shepherds. In our case, that includes guarding against actual wolves.
Appreciate your...
Beware.
Let's go, get that cup of tea taken care of, actually.
Same login.
Smells kind of bitter.
Give you a new dock. I think
Some nettle leaves from the big tent.
Yeah, let's go get some water in this stuff. I'll go around and talking to everybody.
It's full of rainwater.
Talk to him first, actually.
Hey, kid.
Yeah?
I saw your toy chest in the cabin. Nice collection.
Those aren't even the best ones. The real good ones are in my hideout.
You've got a hideout?
Yup, but it's a secret. I go there when I want to be alone. It's where I keep my best stuff.
Does anyone else know about it?
Just Eliza, but she's real good at keeping secrets. Don't tell.
And just what are you doing out here?
What's it look like? I'm guarding the path.
And why are you doing that?
Sister Joanna's orders. Nobody's allowed down the mountain without a ranger. You go down there by yourself, you're as good as dead.
Come on, it can't be bad as that.
There's heaps of wolves. They're big and fierce with pointy ears and huge fangs. They'll gobble you right up.
How do you like it here?
It's great. I get to live inside a big airship. You know how many secret places there are to play in?
No.
A lot. And I'm not telling you where, so don't get any ideas.
I'd like to know about your mother.
I don't like seeing her so sad all the time. She doesn't want to let me see, but I know she really misses Dad. I mean, I do too. With all my big brothers and sisters, it's like having a bunch of moms and dads, so I don't get lonely.
Do you like Joanna and her family?
I sure do. Sister Joanna and Brother Perry are always real nice. And Sister Eliza's almost like my real big sister. Sometimes we play hide and seek. She's real good at it. One time it took me hours to find her.
What do you think of Jerome and Sue Ellen?
Brother Jerome's the greatest. He taught me everything I know about being a ranger. And Sister Sue Ellen's nice, but she doesn't talk to me much. Sometimes I catch her staring at me with this real sad look on her face.
I want to go down to our wagon.
Sorry, but you can't.
You just said I could if I was accompanied by a ranger.
The rangers are all busy today. Maybe tomorrow.
What about you?
Me? I'm not a full ranger yet. I'm still in training.
Keep up the good work, kid.
I will.
Oh.
Yep, kid. We're gonna fill this up. I want to talk to the kid first, and we're gonna fill that up. We got the water now. And we'll end up still talking to everybody else. But we need to heat it up first. Because you do need to talk to everybody.
Now to wait.
Though. Yeah. Probably a brat because of her. It's big CS.
1 cup of hot water, all mine.
I get to go around and talk to other people. Right? I need to put that in first. I can't remember.
There. Just need some hot water now.
Can't remember which path this was now. Gonna write it down. Totally forgot.
Now to let it steep for a few minutes.
Totally.
There, a nice hot cup of tea.
That's who did all the editor.
Right. So then we're gonna talk to everybody.
SS Rowena. I remember hearing about this airship vanishing. That must have been a decade ago. Hello there. How are you? Is everything all right?
Miss Legere, please don't talk to him. He's not in a fit state for it right now.
Yeah.
Not allowed to is what he did in silence. He did something wrong. Apparently.
All the stuff.
I've already got it.
I'm gonna talk to him first.
Hello, Brother Perry.
Oh, you don't have to worry about all that brother-sister stuff with me. Feels strange only having just met. Be nice for someone to call me Captain Perry again.
Like this.
That man chopping wood, is he all right?
Yes, he's fine. He's just being disciplined. Maybe we should attend to his example.
Hey, you want to get the this in
Can you tell me about the brothers and sisters of the Second Dawn?
Fine folks, all of them. You'll get to know everybody yourself in time.
But I want to know your thoughts.
I'm not much for gossip, especially with folks I'm barely acquainted with.
So, what are you the captain of?
I was the captain of this airship once, when it was still fit to fly.
Of course, I should have realized.
Not to worry. It's been so long, I often forget myself.
How exactly did the airship go down?
Oh, I'd rather not dredge that up. Especially not with someone I barely know.
Do you miss captaining an airship? Sailing the open skies?
Every day. Please understand I'm quite happy here. But watching the sun rise over the same horizon for 12 years, let's just say I wouldn't mind getting a glimpse of another part of the world now and then.
See you later, Captain.
Goodbye, Miss Legere.
And let's give him his cup of coffee.
Hey, Captain. How about a nice cup of tea?
Is it more of that nettle stuff?
No, this is from my own private store. It's from Ceylon.
No kidding. How'd you come by that?
We recently met a former whaler. He had souvenirs from around the world. He gave me a caddy as a memento, and it had some tea left in it. I thought you might appreciate a taste from another part of the world.
Ah, this is delicious. I don't know what to say, aside from thank you.
My pleasure.
Please, join me. Have some tea and we can chat.
I'm more of a coffee drinker, but I'll gladly take the conversation.
I apologize for being so abrupt before. If you still have questions, I'll try and answer them to the best of my ability.
Do you think we could talk a little about the airship crash now? I'd really like to understand more about the origins of this community.
Yes, that's understandable. Of course you're curious to know what kind of place you fetched up in. All right. 12 years ago, Johanna chartered my cargo ship to take her group from Bright Bay to Las Virgenes. But late one night, still half a day from our destination, the boiler failed. We started losing altitude. We were already crossing the mountains, and all around was rocky peaks and forest. No safe place to set down. I was forced to make an emergency landing, more a barely controlled crash, really, on the side of this mountain. And here we are still.
Wow.
The Rowena was wrecked beyond hope of repair. But somehow nobody was hurt or killed in the crash. A miracle, as Joanna reminds us, if we ever forget.
Do you know what caused the failure?
Yes, I'm certain I do. But it doesn't matter.
What makes you say it doesn't matter what caused the crash?
It was a long time ago. So much has changed, and I've forgiven and forgotten. To tell the truth, that final voyage was the best thing that ever happened to me. Because of it, I met and married Joanna. I got to watch her blossom into a truly inspirational leader, and I found a new home. She's the captain of this ship now, doing a far better job of it than I ever could.
I imagine it wasn't easy for you to adjust to this life.
It took some getting used to, I admit, and not just for me. Many of the original passengers found it hard to live up here. They thought they were headed for a sunny coastal paradise, not a barren mountaintop surrounded by ferocious beasts. Joanna tried to keep morale up, but that didn't stop a group of dissenters from forming. They began challenging her, spreading rumors and confusion. In the end, she had no choice but to discipline them.
How exactly did Joanna discipline the dissenters?
She had them stay in the cabin over yonder,
Yeah, they're fine with
isolated
hearing you
from
in
the
the
rest of the
background.
community and kept under guard. She wanted to give them time to cool down and reconsider, but I could see that wasn't going to happen. They had made up their minds to leave. Keeping them prisoner was only making things worse.
So what happened?
They escaped one night, under my watch.
You expect me to believe the dissenters escaped?
Joanna believed it, still does, despite the rumors and hearsay. That's all that matters.
Were you punished in any way?
I was under the silence for a week for failing to protect the dissenters from the dangers of the wilderness. Small price to pay for both the good of the community and those poor souls who left.
The silence? What's that?
A custom Joanna and Eliza came up with. You can't speak, and nobody is allowed to talk to you for however long your silence lasts. Bit of a funny punishment, but I can appreciate the idea behind it. After all, a captain needs to keep discipline among the crew.
Is there anything you'd be willing to share about the people of New Bethel? Who's who, their relationships, their history? There's so much I don't know.
Suppose it couldn't hurt. Go on, then.
What's to know about Jerome and Sue Ellen?
Good people. They came to New Bethel a couple of years after the crash. I believe they met with trouble on the road, much as you did. And lucky thing for us, they stayed. They're both vital parts of this community.
Know anything about Patrick's hideout?
No, but sometimes I see him running past here with his little toys and things. Guess that's where he goes off to play.
Tell me about Joanna and Eliza.
I got to know Joanna on the voyage here. Over dinner in my quarters, she told me all about her thoughts and philosophies on life. It was fascinating to meet someone so passionate and high-spirited. After the crash, I got to know and respect her more. She emerged as the spiritual leader of New Bethel. We married a few years after. As for Eliza, she's always been utterly devoted to her mother. We get along, but I'm mindful about giving her space.
What can you tell me about Bridget and Patrick?
The boy seems happy here. I'm glad Jerome's seeing to his training. Bridget has more than readjusted to life here. She was originally one of the dissenters, you see. But she and her husband James returned that winter with their newborn son. Seems Bridget wasn't aware when they left that she was with child. Having a baby out there in the wilderness changed the calculation, I guess.
What did you do before coming here?
I piloted this ship, the Rowena, before it became our home. Drifted from port to port doing odd transport jobs. Never imagined I'd stay still for more than a month, let alone 12 years.
I know a little bit about what that's like. I never stayed put long either.
Alright.
Well, this community put an end to my wandering ways. Maybe it'll do the same for you.
See you later, Captain.
Goodbye, Miss Legere.
Go up here for a minute. Check around here. Whatever.
A constant reminder that God is watching. The big man himself. It's full of curios. Lots of crosses and a nativity scene. A few Bibles and some other religious texts. There's a box on the wall with a small hexagonal hole in it. Odd.
Remember what when I went to.
They both the programs have their.
What she says.
Lola?
What is it?
This place is really something, huh?
It's something, all right. They're very hospitable, but everybody's too much in everybody else's business. Creeps me out.
Where's Lisa Lou?
Around here somewhere. She was raring to explore the woods around the cabin.
Hello, Jake.
Howdy.
What are you doing out here?
Keeping the party going, chatting with Captain Perry, getting to know the place, same as you.
The mountain path's being guarded and I can't get down.
Why would you want to?
I want to make sure the wagon's being repaired.
Shoot, just ask Joanna. She said she'd take care of it.
Thoughts on New Bethel?
Charming place, really. Nice folk.
I'm surprised. Wouldn't have figured you'd go in for all this biblical stuff.
I'm certainly not what you'd call a religious man myself, but I can respect their beliefs.
Talk to you later, Jake.
Take it easy, Harley.
They got some buildings over there, so people live in there too.
No point.
Under silence. Not gonna go in there and talk.
Probably used for getting everyone's attention. Must be their flag. Looks homespun.
I usually walk around.
Good morning, Joanna.
Oh, good morning, Sister Harley. I hope you slept well.
Well enough. I was wondering if I could ask you a few questions.
Of course. Tell me what's on your mind.
I've heard about something called the silence. What is that?
It is a method to discipline those who fall into error. When one undergoes the silence, they are prohibited from speaking with anyone except God. That way, they are encouraged to reflect on their actions and to seek His forgiveness. Once they have done so, they're welcomed back to the community as stronger, better people.
Why is Patrick guarding the mountain path?
A ranger, or ranger in training, is always posted there. This is to prevent anyone from going down into the valley alone. It's quite dangerous down there, as you well know.
Any updates on the wagon repairs?
I'm afraid I wouldn't know. Eliza has been tasked with handling that.
What I was
But
gonna
don't
say-
worry. However long it takes, you are always welcome
The only
here.
time I untethered was like,
Just how long have you folks been living up here anyway?
This is our 12th year in New Bethel, but the brothers and sisters of the Second Dawn came together before that. I founded this community back in Bright Bay.
So how did you get from Bright Bay to this mountain?
It was God's
the rule
will.
of thumb is,
When Eliza was a small child, He sent her a vision. She saw a distant shore, the sun rising over the hills and shining on the water of a new ocean. It was clearly a sign to journey west, to the coast. I chartered an airship for Las Virgenes, but God had other plans for us. Our ship suffered mechanical problems en route. We were forced to make an emergency landing on this mountaintop. It was by the grace of God that we all reached the ground again safely. The ship had done its duty delivering us here. It would never fly again. So we salvaged it and built our new homes from the wreckage.
So you just decided to stay here and not finish the journey?
But you see, we did reach the end. Eliza later told me she'd had another vision. This time she saw great cities on the shore belching smoke and noise, the ground cracking open and the hills spitting fire. Her first vision had been a clue to go west, just not to the coast as we had thought. Our promised home was east of the sea, where the sun rose over the mountaintop.
When did Eliza have this second vision?
Midway through the voyage. She was on her way to tell me when the airship malfunctioned. It couldn't be clearer that this was God's plan for us all along.
Not to be rude, but why are you calling me Sister Harley? I thought that was just something between members of your community.
While you're here, you are a member. We're all children of God, after all.
I want to know about the Hawkins family.
Brother Jerome is one of our best rangers, and Sister Sue Ellen is a gifted healer. I thank God every day for the blessings of their fellowship.
I'm curious about Bridget and her son.
Ah, yes, Sister Bridget. I pray for her and little brother Patrick every day. Losing Brother James was very hard on them both. But Brother Patrick will be a great ranger one day, and Sister Bridget has blossomed into a pillar of the community.
what can you tell me about Eliza?
My dear daughter, her life has not been easy. I can only hope that New Bethel has brought her the peace and happiness she deserves.
Why hasn't her life been easy?
Our life in Bright Bay was... turbulent. You'll forgive me if I don't elaborate further.
Tell me about your husband.
I love him. What more is there to tell?
I'd like to know more about you.
Me? Well, I have been chosen to lead the community. It is a sacred responsibility. I see to it that every single person here is safe and well cared for.
Know anything about Patrick's hideout?
Youth is so fleeting. He will have to set aside childish things and assume the responsibilities of an adult member of this community soon enough.
Eliza told me a story about her being sent to an orphanage.
Please, let's not speak of that. She clearly trusts you if she shared that with you, but that's deep in the past. It was a dark chapter in our lives.
Thanks for the chat.
God bless.
A kettle hanging over the communal fire. Hi, Brother Jerome.
Sister Harley?
Can you tell me what the silence is?
Nothing you gotta concern yourself with. Just keep on the straight and narrow and you'll be fine.
Patrick's not letting me go down the mountain path.
Good. He's not supposed to.
Why not?
You need a ranger to go with you, and Patrick's still in training.
Couldn't you be my escort down the mountain?
Is there an emergency?
No, I just want to check on our wagon.
Don't worry about the wagon. It's in good hands. There's nothing else worth going down there for, believe me. Anyhow, today we're honoring the Sabbath.
I'd like to hear about the Doran family.
Now there's a couple of iron souls. Brother James taught me all I know about being a ranger. He was a good man. After his passing, it seemed only right that I should pass that knowledge on to his son. Sister Bridget don't much show it, but James's death hit her hard. Brother Patrick's a good kid, smart and eager to learn. He'll make a fine ranger.
Tell me about the Taggarts and Captain Perry.
Yeah, they survived a terrible disaster and built a thriving community up from the ashes. Doesn't get more admirable than that. Brother Perry's a good friend. Sisters Johanna and Eliza are, more reserved.
I want to know about you and your wife.
We're just trying to get by like everybody else here. Sue Ellen's a great healer. Keeps everybody fit and healthy. I do my part as a ranger. We came to New Bethel later, but nobody bothers about those distinctions. We're just as much a part of this place as our brothers and sisters from the airship.
If you weren't part of the original voyage, when did you arrive?
Oh, around 10 years ago, we were one of the first new families. 6 other groups came after us. You folks are the first new faces we've seen in nearly 5 years.
Has Patrick told you about his hideout?
Oh, he's mentioned it once or twice. Don't know where it is, but I know he keeps his little treasures there.
What does Patrick consider a treasure?
He loves his little wooden figures, that's for sure, especially animals.
Appreciate your time.
Beware.
Hey, Danny.
Hi, Harley.
How are you finding New Bethel?
It's impressive how the community has overcome a bad situation and grown from it. They all take care of each other. Everybody's been so kind. I already feel like I belong here.
We haven't even been here a full day yet.
I know. That's the most amazing part.
Sorry about your guns. Must be weird to be without them.
Oh, not so much. This isn't like last time. I know where they are, and Jerome told me I could get them if I really needed to. Not that I will, of course.
I have to find a way to get down the mountain. Patrick's blocking the way.
Why do you want to go down there?
To check on the wagon.
Oh, right. Jerome was talking about that earlier. I wouldn't worry about it.
See you, Danny.
Bye for now.
You've done a great job tending these plants.
Thank you. It's a collective effort.
Cucumbers, huh?
Yes. These'll need harvesting before the cold sets in.
Those apples look delicious.
They are. Hopefully Sister Bridget will make us one of her delicious apple pies soon.
Hello, Sue Ellen.
Hello, Harley.
Can you tell me what the silence is?
Oh, that's Sister Joanna's punishment for anybody who crosses her. You ain't allowed to speak to nobody or be spoken to. There's extra chores, extra prayers, and fasting.
Sorry guys, I have muted. I'm talking to myself. I was able to still hear the game just fine. Staying even. It's just him coughing in the background too. I do mute it when he's doing that at least. That does get loud. That's good. So we will be doing, we'll be taking a break tomorrow from this and doing the graveyard thing because we maybe got, I want to say a stream or two out of this game left. I don't know. Because we are close to the end here.
Yes.
Definitely. But I didn't get the bones or the photos. And I didn't get the Lola Stars thing. I don't know. Yep. Graveyard Keeper is tomorrow. Means I gotta install it again because I uninstall games I'm not playing at the moment. Just to free up space. But yeah, that's our tomorrow game. Or today rather, because it is already Friday. I gotta remember to do some stuff before I go to bed tonight, or I will forget. Next Wednesday, this Wednesday coming up, I have an appointment. Yeah, I mean, I have space, but I don't know, I'm weird about like having games installed that I don't play for a while, or a game I finished or whatever. So all right, welcome back, guys.
That means you get cut to 1 meal a day.
Sounds harsh. Have you been under the silence?
Plenty of times. Sister Joanna and I don't always see eye to eye, and she don't appreciate back talk. Jerome tells me I ought to keep my thoughts to myself.
I'd get a Switch.
But
I'd get
that ain't how I do.
a Switch because I want that fit game.
Are you in charge of the garden? It's beautiful.
Thank you. It's everybody's garden, but I spend more time here than most. I find tending the plants very soothing. Plus, I have my special plot of medicinal herbs.
Oh, it's not gonna go well. It's the same guy that I gotta go see.
Glad to tell you all about him sometime.
Can you tell me about the Dorans?
Oh, well, they
But
ain't
thank
had
you.
it easy. A few years back, James got a nasty gash in his leg while he was out hunting.
Gotta go
The
get
wound got
x-rays
infected.
done and
I
stuff,
did all
and
I could, but he didn't make it.
I'm a little
Poor
more
Sister
heavy set
Bridget
than
has
I was the
been so
last time I
strong
saw the
through
guy.
all of it. Brother Patrick
Then he
suggested
still, he
about
didn't
as
even do the
well as
x-rays
can be
last time.
expected.
He just had me
I'm
sit
just
with him.
thankful Jerome's
Told me,
been
you're
such a
wasting
good
my
mentor
time,
to
you're
me.
fat. And
I'd
I
like to
told him
know
I
about you
took
and
some
Jerome.
over-the-counter
I'm the
medicine
healer
to help
here,
with the
and
pain.
Jerome is a ranger.
And he's like,
We
you
do
can't
our
take
part to make
that.
sure
Somebody else's
everyone is
medication.
healthy
It's
and
like,
safe.
it's over-the-counter.
Could you tell me about the Taggarts and
So-
Captain Perry?
What can I say? Sister Joanna is our fearless leader. She keeps this place running, even if she can be severe sometimes.
Maybe he'll be
Eliza
singing
is a
something
lot like
different.
her mama
I don't
that
know.
way.
I'm,
Brother
like I
Perry
said, I'm
is the
more overweight than I
friendliest